One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To throw, it's Retzlaff. Makes the grab, it's Hagan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not a lot in return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Now the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. It's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Hagan. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzlaff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean? After the filthy move, he's got room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw again. Got the quick pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. Finds his back in the middle. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
On the move. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. miles ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
North Carolina.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Lopez to pass. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Hagan. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tar Heel.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, Phyllis, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And as he throws, can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
DB's right up on the receivers. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Martin. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Looking to pass. It's Hillstead. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to keep it in the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Lopez wants to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. He'll take it himself. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Spins away from the defender. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Tar Heels have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Working that left side now. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This quarterback part of their running game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Lopez to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
To the air on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Lopez wants to fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, North Carolina! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. BYU right back to the line. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Hillstead. Dances away to buy time. It's complete to the right. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going right to work up top. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Offense in an empty set. To the air. It's Hillstead. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with this.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. play action on first down. Finds the tight end. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Quickly out to the tight end. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback's...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heel. The proverbial rabbit out of the hat. Getting out of the Houdini-like box. Calling reverse and trickeration, and it worked.
It does, and it's frustrating because defensively you're thinking run, and you're playing aggressive, and on that backside, man, you got to stay home. You got to be alert. You got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse. Here comes the touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Cougars are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Got him downfield. There he goes. Inside the... And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Lopez to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, BYU. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 11 over UConn. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Quick completion on the out. He breaks the tackle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. BYU lines up quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Going over the top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU!
One of the reasons this
The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's out of bounds right at the 15.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. He ruins the big gainer with a fumble. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a...
Turning on the Jets. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
That's caught. It's Roberts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. BYU right back to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's caught. Turning it on. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate... They got him! It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Lopez wants to fire. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming.
North Carolina 38, BYU 27.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man at the 45 on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points, you get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding them.
Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was no...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Lopez to pass. Lets it fly. Makes the catch. Touchdown, North Carolina. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on first down. He tries to take the top off. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with that.
Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. He'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hagan. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where
he's got it at the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the...
Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Quick completion on the out route. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Number 30. Catches.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They march 79 yards on the drive. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, UNC! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
BYU 43.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
BYU offense will take over 1st and
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Pulls in the deep ball. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Number 44 set to kick this one over.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happen.
Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, North Carolina. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tar Heels. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. He picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Did some work on the return, they mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships, and how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation, you know they're going to throw it, the big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This is a designed run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush.
He's going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The offense changing the play. Lopez wants to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue.
He'll take a shot. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He's got him in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.